Cut it out.
That's not very nice.
I know. Hey man, we've got to get this show on the road. We're just like saying hi. What? You're fucked. Whoever owns this. Good evening, guys. Like.
Hey,
oh yeah.
Just like a tank to fire.
What's that? Fire prevention.
From William Shakespeare's play Hamlet. And I'd like to pay tribute thanks to Deirdre and Hamlet for help to make this production possible. Thank you.
Rest her so top penny, and then you get the courtier, gold sky. How long hast thou been a great maker? All the days of the year. I came that day when our last king Hamlet overcame Portugal. How long has that been? Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. Why, it's that very day that young Hamlet was born. He is mad sent to England. Here's a skull now that has survived you in your 23 years. Who was it? A horse and mad fellow it was. Who should think it was? Nay, I know not. A pestilence on it for a mad rogue. A board of flag and a reddish on my head was. The same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull. Here's the king's death. Jig, mean that. Let me see. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest. Most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols? Your songs? Your flashes of merriment that want to set the table on a roar? Horatio, tell me one thing. What's that, my lord? Dost thou think Alexander looked to this fashion in the earth? Eat so, my lord. Smell so. Eat so. What bases may return? Why, may not the imagination trace the noble look of Alexander till he finds the stopping bunghole? We're to consider 2 years and consider so. No faith, not a job. Follow him thither. Modesty enough. For us, Alexander died, Alexander was buried, Alexander returneth to the dust. That dust is earth. Of earth we make long. Why? Of that long waste is converted, might not stop the beer barrel. Soft, but soft a while. Here comes the king, queen, courtiers. Who thinks they follow such a main right? Greatly while. Hamlet the Dane! Delegate yourself! The prince, I'm gonna take my fingers from my throat! Hamlet, kick him in the head! I love to feel you. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, wake up my son. What wilt thou do for her? Hamlet is mentally unstable. We'll tear thyself. We'll drink up Edo. Eat a crocodile. I'll do it. Dost thou come here to pray? Great face me with thy talk of mountains. Let them throw millions of acres on her till it rains. Sing and paid against the burning zone make hostile like the wars. If you have a rat to draw it down. This is mere madness and doesn't work what. Just what a fit will work for me. Honest patient is a demon dog. When a golden compass is Joe's, silence will sit through. What is this reason? I love you, right? It's not mine. The regulated itself is what he made. it broken. Sorry. That old man is sorry.
You're not saying man.
Keep it down, will you? Just keep it.
No comment.
To be a designer, you have to show an idea, show a concept, and say that's what I'm going for. I'm hoping to get it to. Because we know you can go and buy what you want. You have to draw them. So if you can't draw heads, take what your ideas are. If there was things in the street, if there were things the lads could have actually done themselves, you can actually work them like that. So don't be, you know, I mean, this is obviously kind of, you know, leather jacket stuff, leather jacket kind of ideas. I mean, you went for a graveyard, right? Why didn't you do something like this? What's wrong with something like that? He looks at me. What's wrong with that idea? Any idea? Well, I mean, why would you like something like this?
Would you be able to choose that now on the race?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The model box would have to be what you would like to do, not what you can do. You know, then you might have gone about trying to reduce that in that size if you really liked the idea. You would have found a way to do it. You know, you would have done it. Styrofoam, somebody said suggested already. You know what I mean? So you had the ideas, you limited, and I can see what you want to do, and I can see what's underneath bubbling up.
Yeah.
But the way you went about it is not A1. You know. So let's again looking at the costume drawings. You can see again, you know, the king, you know, long black coat. The king is wearing, you know, clothes. He's measuring to show that he's not very concerned with Ophelia's death. Okay, you know. Again, if it was streetwise, you could have just stuck something from the magazine if you wanted, rather than trying to do a drawing. You could use a drawing, your drawing over it. You don't have to. Because it's contemporary, we know we can go out and buy it, if you know what I mean, in the king. So, I know what you're trying to say, so again, just the way you did it was very much. So again, the priest, we all know what the priest looks like in 1990s. And again, it could have been just a picture of our priest from a newspaper would have sufficed. I mean, that would have given it a flavour. I want him to look like this old guy or this young guy or something like that. But I would possibly have pulled all these skulls things around and played around with the idea of death skull and skull, you know, because you've got it there. See, it's on your poster. Why did you take it? I said, take it then, reproduce that motif on all the costumes. Lots of things all over the place, hanging out of guys' necks as a little symbol every so often. I mean, the king, if he's not concerned with her death, depending on who he is, you could have had a skull hanging, I mean, again, hanging around his neck on a chain. So it's the same idea, you're still sticking with the skull idea, but reproduce it. Maybe somebody can have little buttons with little skulls on them. I mean, Gertrude could have had those little buttons on her. Skull buttons. I mean, you can get them.
Yeah.
You know, so it's little things like that you say, I know what you're trying to say. It's how you went about it.
Yes. Just don't limit yourself, really.
Don't limit yourself at all. What you did, you limited yourself by, oh, could we do that on the day? That wasn't what the task was. If you read the first page, the task was to reproduce what you wanted to do on the stage, not what you could do. Okay. And that's again like for the overall. Again, the poster says something. Hamlet, you know. You can see the style, the graphic style has something about it, and the skull is there. It could have carried that through. There could be more, if you wanted much more vicious, you could have made the whole thing black with white lettering and red splatter coming out of them or something like that. I mean, look at the back of somebody's jacket. Anybody got that kind of thing on their jacket?
Sort of.
What? Yeah. That's the kind of thing you could have used as your poster. I mean, you could have gone for a full colour poster and called it Annihilator. I mean, look at this. That should have been the poster. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You limited what you saw because you want. I knew what you were trying to say. You want to take up obviously this motif. I mean, look at here. Brilliant graphic stuff. Again, you limited. Rather than saying, let's go for it, and gone a bit crazy. So that's what you're allowed to do. It's the one time in school where you're allowed to do whatever you want. And you didn't rise to the occasion. You kind of went, well, let's play it safe, but slightly safe. We try and get at them. Why don't get at them from beginning to end? As I say, we don't care. Just vomit and that's it.
What
Okay, so that kind of help you on the whole design area and look at your poster and your program. Have you got your program there? Sorry.
I have one.
One.
Oh, I have another one.
Skull here that you've reproduced it, but it would have been lovely to have that chain idea. Even, as I said, throw the chains around the graveyard. Why did you go for, who's the setting guy?
Carla Gordon.
Yeah. Why did you go for a realistic setting? I mean, you could have done, just used all of that. You just used your imagination left, right and centre and said, let's go for it, guys. You might not have been able to build it on the day, but at least you would have kind of come away and said, I'd like to have done. And that was the whole object of the exercise. Okay. Thank you.